Welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to go through a bit of a gear review in preparation for the raw, and basically what I'm going to be carrying for what could be up to, say, 5 days. So there's not too much to cover. Some of you would have seen some of this equipment before, but we do have some additions and a bit of a change up with some gear that I'm deciding whether I'm going to take it or not. So before we get into the actual gear, I want you to watch a clip. I went out for a little bit of a recce into the Kaimanawa forest to see if we can either pick up some deer, some Sika, or deer sign in preparation for a further hunt down the track, or sometime during the raw as well. So just a quick snippet on the past week and a few days that we covered whilst doing our recce. Enjoy.
Nah, mate. Oh, no. Something real, something raw, not accidental, no, I'm sure. You're not needed, show you the door, but what's that, yeah, are you sure? Yeah, that's a rental, yeah, what a bore. Lying, nothing in the core. Buying, yeah, what for? But do what I need to, always sure. Something real, something raw, not accidental, no, I'm sure. You're not needed, show you the door. What's that, yeah, are you sure? Yeah, that's a rental, yeah, what a bore. Lying, nothing in the core. Buying, yeah, what for? But do what I need to, always sure. Boring, never been that. I get paid, bro, just to relax.
So I'm out in the Kaimanawa forest, just doing a bit of a pre-raw Sika reconnaissance. So I'm out in one of the areas there. I'm going to check in. It's about 6:30 p.m. We'll probably end up out here, same spot tomorrow, depending on what sign we catch. He's hoping we either find a lot of sign or bump into some Sika.
We ended up settling in at an OP for the first night until last light. Basically, just seeing if we can observe anything that might pop out into the grassland. No joy with any activity, so we ended up heading back to camp just after dark.
It's the next morning. We try to push out to that bit of that grassland, but we may have been a little bit too late. We tried to hit sunrise, but not too sure. So we pushed into the bush here. Heaps of fresh sign, so we're probably just gonna meander through here and see how we go. Hopefully we pick something up.
Still nothing after this point. Followed what we could in terms of sign and droppings and tracks, but didn't bump anything. A couple of whistles here and there, but really not that close. So we just carried on for the rest of the day, just searching.
Day 3, guys. We're at a new location. Heard a little bit of noise last night. So we're in that location that we heard it. We're not going to be out for too much longer, but other than that we haven't seen anything. So we're going to see how we go today.
So day 3, nothing again. However, we know there's a lot of fresh sign, a lot of activity, heard a few whistles, so stand by. We'll be coming back to get us a Sika. Alright, so that was our Recce. Unfortunately didn't come away with a Sika, but he's hoping that further on down the track we will be snagging us one of those ones. So as you all aware, they're quite crafty, the Sika deer, and can be quite hard to hunt. Alright, so we are close to the roar starting in New Zealand. So we're sitting probably at about a couple of weeks, 3 weeks maybe, from the end of March through to April. So it's best and probably prime time that we start looking at our gear and giving you a heads up on what we're carrying, what I'm carrying, before we head out. Alright, so let's just kick it off with how we're actually going to carry all this gear. And some of you would have seen in older episodes of my pack dump the Alice pack, and for this trip, because I'm looking at probably moving or covering a lot of distance, I really don't want to carry too much weight, and the Alice pack is quite heavy. However, if you think that maybe I should take the Alice pack, it is a lot easier to pack everything in, then just comment below, let me know your thoughts on it and whether I should take it out. Either way, I don't really mind, but I am trying to go as light as I can this trip. So what we have first up then, you would have seen this too in another episode, but my Kaimanawa S63, it's the Jaguar series, and I can't remember if it's a, see, I don't even know what 63 stands for, but if it's a 60 or 65 litre or somewhere in that realm, but yeah, it's just what I'm going to be doing with this, just a single cell. I'm not going to put the bottom up, so I'm just going to use it as a single cell, use the top flap, and possibly put the tent that I do have on the outside. Just make it a lot easier, and that way I'll just cram everything in. Not going to be the tidiest, but it'll help me in terms of weight. So there's that one, nice and light. The next piece of equipment is also something else that I'm going to be using to carry things, is my chest harness. So this is the Chicom, I think it's Chicom, I think that's how you say it, from Plat Attack, but it is a Chicom chest harness. I've just got the tan back piece, the multicam mesh panel, and I've also just got a utility pouch on the front where I'm going to be carrying all the stuff that you see basically in front of me, and yeah, I mean it's a pretty good platform, nice and easy. Now what I have on the back too is a detachable molly. It's the Eco backpack from Plat Attack, and I don't have straps for it. I can take it off and just leave it behind, but what I'm going to do is when we hit our base camp, this will be my patrol pack, or my hunting pack that I'm going to take out with me. Food, water, warm gear, wet weather gear as well. So I have used this with this pack carrying things, and it's been fine. It's been comfortable while it's been on my back and while the other pack's been on my back. So yeah, I'm looking to use this. If you want to have a look, just go and have a look on platattack.com. At their store, they've got some pretty cool gear, and they make these all in house. But this is quite a nice rig to wear, and not too hot. You've got the mesh back panel as well, so it kind of helps to breathe from the back as well. Okay, so I might as well start with what I have in front of me. Now, so these two items I'll be wearing. So this is my forearm guard to help keep my forearm safe from the bowstring. So I'll be wearing that. This here too is my trigger release for the bow, so it'll go on my other hand, and then I'll be able to fire off that string. So I'll be wearing that also. So I've got a skinning knife, which I always take out with me, and I even just use this pretty much all the time to skin and debone. That doesn't really matter to me. I'll just use one, and then I've got a backup if I need to. You would have seen this. This is my SOG Ace, and it's kept me going. I've just had to resharpen and all that sort of stuff, but it's kept me going through all of this. So I'll be wearing these two knives as well. Now, what I'm going to be putting in the very front of my my chest rig, at the moment I'll be having the soft tourniquet, so I'll be definitely carrying one of those, and whether I put it on the outside, which I'm just going to have to bungee it on at some point, but that will be on my person, but on the inside the chest harness. With that, I've got a emergency bandage and some rolled gauze or packing gauze that I'm going to use if anything was to occur. I have some shears, quite valuable to have, and yeah, these will all be in that pouch too. Also, I have a spare string for my bow, just in case that one breaks. I'm still good to go on that. Headlamp, okay, just the old cheapo. Okay, my Bushnell Prime, I think it is 1300. So this is the 1300 rangefinder. I've set it up for bow hunting, so it gives me the more accurate distances with up and downhill, so different angles. It compensates for that. So yeah, here's my rangefinder, helps me out a lot more. And then what I'll be carrying in the backpack when I'm out on patrol is just my Goal Zero Nomad 5. So this is I can't remember how many watts it is, but it is one of the smaller solar panels from Goal Zero. It's pretty sturdy, draws in enough energy to charge up either my phone from flat. It takes about 2 hours, or my battery banks, which I'm taking out with me also. So that's the Goal Zero Nomad 5. Pretty good, pretty small, just throw it in the backpack. And saying that about my power banks, so I'll be taking these out. This is an 8000 milliamp, gives me one full charge on the phone from flat if it's at 100%. So that's 8000 milliamp, and I'm also carrying a 20,000 milliamp, which gives me just over two and a bit charges of my phone. It's a little bit heavier, and if I need to, I can charge these up with the Nomad 5. Also, what I'll be carrying, probably more than not, is just a little thermal mug. So it's either I'm going to be carrying hot beverage in here from the morning, or or something nice and cold, which I can keep in there, throw it in the backpack when I'm out going for a hunt. So that will be coming with me too. Also, either on my person or in the bag, I'll be carrying my Manitoba horn. Basically just gives me more distance for my vocals when roaring, which I'm pretty sure you're all aware of. Okay, so those are my things, my bags, things that I'm going to be carrying with. Inside my backpack, or my my hunting pack, is what some of you would have seen before, but I've just got so this is my waterproof, old waterproof bivvy that I've cut down as a pack liner. So I just use that, keep it all nice and waterproof. Gore-Tex, throw it in there. Carrying some spare, some rubbish bags, so either for rubbish or carrying out meat if I have to. I'm hoping at some point I'll be getting some game bags and possibly a game safe to take out with me, because it is over 5 days and I don't want anything getting spoiled from flies. I'll be carrying my vest. So this is just a Huntek vest, and as you know, out for the raw it can be quite dangerous, so head out, be seen. Obviously not seen by the animals, but this will keep you nice and visual to other hunters anyway. So we've got that, we'll take that out with us. Okay, in terms of clothing, starting from the boots, so I have my 511 AT waterproof. Now I've reviewed these over a fair few months now, and yes, they're comfortable. However, I probably wouldn't buy them again in terms of waterproofness, just because the actual lining is still quite low. So once it gets over this point, water comes trickling in and it just doesn't keep nice and dry. But they are comfortable for especially long distances. Also, most of the time I'll be wearing my gaiters, so the Huntek gaiters, quite invaluable when you're going through that scrub. Clothing again, I will most likely, because it is still it's very hot at the moment, I'll be wearing my shorts, so Huntek shorts, and I've also got just a old military multicam shirt, which is quite good. It breathes quite well, so I'd rather just carry something like that, nice and lightweight. Spare clothes. So yes, it's 5 nights, and normally I wouldn't take too much clothes, and I don't think I have anyway, but very lightweight spare clothes. I've got some spare socks if I need to, just a This is the Under Armour long sleeve cold shirt, so help me stay a little bit warmer if I need to. Just some long bike pants, not thermals. Spear shirt, I think that's an Under Armour as well. Yep, Under Armour spear shirt. Bike shorts for underwear, and just some lightweight pants if I need to, especially if I need to change in at night time, get out of all my sweaty stuff. Okay, wet weathers. So I've gone for this trip, I've gone with lightweight wet weathers rather than my 3-layer Gore-Tex, which is quite thick and a lot heavier than these, but lightweight multicam. It's more of a MVP, so moisture vapor permeable layer or something. It's like a Gore-Tex, but obviously the British Defence Force or whoever it was couldn't use Gore-Tex in terms of naming, so they just MVP. Multi-terrain pattern. It is waterproof. The only downside to this jacket is that it doesn't have a hood. Okay, but very comfortable, very lightweight. And then I've coupled that with the pants, so that's the same pants, single layer MVP. Good thing about these is that they've got a zip all the way down that you can easily put on and take off, when you've got your boots on, etc. But still quite waterproof and extremely lightweight. Because I don't have a hood on that jacket, I've opted to bring a poncho. So, where did I get this? This is the Viper Tactical. I think it's the Viper Tactical poncho, and it's just to help me give me that other layer of protection. A lot cheaper than buying, like hunting gear these days, and especially where the gear is quite expensive. So I've gone with the poncho. I can use this as a temporary shelter too if I'm out hunting away from my base camp. So yeah, I'll use that, and it's not even heavy. There's no weight to it really. Alright, warm gear. So basically all I'm taking is my Sasquatch by Snugpack. It's rated to -10, and yeah, it's quite thick, but I've used this in horrible conditions. It's not down, it's synthetic, and it's just proven its weight in gold. And I've just used this a lot of times, and I would rather something that I know. So I'm taking this. This is, I don't know the exact weight, but I'd say about a 1.5 kgs. It is quite heavy, but hence why I'm really only taking this for warm gear. Alright. Now I haven't got my food here at the moment, but what I'm planning on taking is just some freeze-dried meals. So 5 to 6 dinners, 6 or so breakfasts, and then some snacks. Some snacks for lunch. And that should do me. Probably take some sweets as well to keep me going through the days. I'll be taking, so this is 4 litre water carrier. It's durable plastic, so this is from Gerber. I've had this for a long time and I've had no real problems with it. Can easily draw the water out, and yeah, it just slips right into my back of the pack, and no issues there. So 4 litres, stop at some streams and whatever if I need to fill up. Alright, sleeping. So I'll be using, for this trip, I'll be using my new Tipi Hot Tent, and that Tipi Hot Tent is from Backwood NZ, or NZ Backwood. You can go have a look online, but essentially it's a one-person Tipi Hot Tent. Here's a rundown on the hot tent that I've reviewed. Okay, so this is a solo or single person Tipi tent. It's a hot tent. So if you don't know what a hot tent is, it's where you have a jack stove point where you can take out the flue for a mini stove. These are excellent because if it's winter, let's say, you can bring along a really lightweight, either titanium or steel wood burner, and have that burner inside your tent. The design of the jack stove point is such that you put a little attachment on and it doesn't burn. Also, if you need to dry wet clothes and stuff, you can do that as well. So it's quite a bonus to have a hot tent. But this one is, as I said, solo tent. Takes some time to put up, to get right, and really you just have to work through it. It comes with all the pegs and one pole, which you just erect in the middle. And you can also purchase with it the inside mosquito net or sleeping area. Okay, so that is big enough for one person to comfortably sleep in, and inside itself is just massive. It's a lot more room. So there's my 65 litre pack, and as you can see, there's a lot more room on the left hand side, and then on this side too. On the back end, you could put little bits of things, and it's not really not too much space on the back end, but there are 2 entries, identical entries. So yeah, this is an awesome tent so far. I have used it in the rain. It's also got this it's lined with like a blackout material or coating, and it's also reflective, so it can keep the heat in once you've got the stove in. But this is the jack point. You put a hard leather or canvas piece over the top of this, and then the flue comes straight through. So it's quite handy to have. And that is it. Okay, so this is the package that I'll be taking with me, all external to my pack. So I'll throw it on the outside, but you've got the pole and you've got the tent and pegs. So I could probably get this down smaller if I wanted to, and just pack it a lot tighter, but that's essentially it. This will go on the outside of my pack. Inside, so I do have my Therm Air sleeping mat. It's a 3.6 R value and it's Parmaloft, so keep me nice and warm. from the bottom, and it's a big change from what I used to have, where it was either just a thermal mat or nothing. So big step up. Happy to use this, and I've used this a number of times over the past few months, and yeah, it's pretty good. Something else to go with my medical kit is more of my boo-boo kit. So I've just got plasters, betadine, antiseptic wipes, some swabs, and like Panadol, pain tablets, and things like that in here, just for those small things. So that'll be going in my pack as well. I've got a quick dry towel that I'm going to take with me, nice and long, nice and big. So throw that in, nice and lightweight. Hygiene, what I'll be taking is, so I've got a couple of packs of travel wipes for early morning washes and to save my water, and then just a toothbrush, toothpaste, which I'm going to use there. Boom. Two spoons, 2 forks that I'm going to take just in case I lose one, because I normally do. So I've got 2 of those. I've got my sewing oil, so if I need to make any repairs to the bag or the kit as such, then I can. Okay, and just sew those back up. Pot. All right. And all I have in here, a wash rag, my lighter, my stove. So I'll just got a little burner in here, little burner. Okay, just throw that in there. A few extra fire lighters if I need to for a bit of a campfire, and then I'm taking 2 gas canisters with me as well. So that's the pot and little frying pan. And I think that's it. Well, actually, and my bow. Okay, so I'll be carrying this in. This is all set up, ready to go. I'm probably only going to take these 4 arrows, and we'll see. We'll see if I come back with no arrows and no deer, then that's a bad trip. But then again, I don't know if I'm fully committed to taking this on the raw, and I might just turn to a rifle. So we'll see what happens, and that's pretty much it. I'm trying not to take too much. If you have any questions about my gear, please fire them through in the comments section, or if you think that I may have missed anything, please let me know, because then you might change my mind and I might end up taking something else out. Also let me know about that Alice pack. I'm weighing up whether I take it or not, just for more organisation and better organisation out in the field. But other than that, look forward to the next episode. Hopefully we're going to get through some more pre-raw hunts and fire those through before we actually go on the raw. But then again, stand by for the raw. It's going to be a good one, and yeah, we look forward to snagging us a few red deer or Sika. As always, team, stay frosty. Peace.